Good morning, guys. It is the next day. I finished vlogging yesterday, so I'm just gonna pick it back up and continue vlogging for you guys. Sorry about my steering wheel. I don't really know where else to put it, but yesterday I had my anniversary dinner, which was so nice. We had the perfect table. It was kind of like away from everybody, so it was just really quaint and quiet, and it was just really, really nice. And then he got me this beautiful necklace. I'll show you it up close. But it's just this simple diamond gold necklace. It's from Majuri, so I'll link it down below if I can find it. I think they only have like a few of them on their website, so I feel like I'll be able to find it and link it for you guys. But he actually got me this this past year for Christmas, and it's just this gold bracelet, and I literally never take it off. It's like second skin, so I feel like the necklace is such a good like second piece to this. It really goes together, so I can just keep the necklace on 24/7, and it's a nice like duo. But I just left his apartment, and I'm currently in the parking lot at Trader Joe's because we really need to go to the grocery store. I haven't been to the grocery store in so long because I was sick, and we're just out of some basic things. We're out of like seasoning and honey and just some things. I'm so upset because I actually got a ticket, and I've never gotten a ticket. His parking situation at his apartment is so annoying because there's no like primary guest parking, so I can't park for free. So we really never go over his house to sleep. He usually comes over mine because the paying for parking thing is kind of ridiculous. That an apartment complex doesn't have like visitor parking that's free. But anyway, I'm so upset because there's no like service in the parking garage. So you have to take a photo of like the plate and everything, and then go inside and then pay to park. And I'm usually so good at when I go inside, the first thing I do is pay to park. But this time I think I had to go pee so bad, so I went to the bathroom first and then I forgot. So I got a ticket, and I'm so sad because they got me at 8:20 and I looked on my ticket and I paid to park at 8:46. So it like wasn't that big of a difference, but whatever. It's $30, which isn't terrible, so I'm just gonna pay it and it'll be fine. But I'm just mad at myself because I'm usually so good at that. But I also find it ridiculous that they don't have any free parking for visitors. But anyway, I'm gonna go into Trader Joe's. I wanna make a like Mexican stuffed peppers. We've done it a couple times. I got the recipe off of Form Sammy Clark, and it's so good and so easy. So I think that's what I'm feeling for dinner because I've been really in the mood for Mexican recently. I feel like I haven't had it for a while. Also, it's so gross outside. It's just so gray and rainy. So I feel like, I don't know, more Mexican food sounds really good. So I just need to pull up the recipe. I do tweak it a little bit just because I like to add some more things. Her recipes are great for like, Sammy Clark always says how she like hates cooking, and so her recipes are very like minimal and simple, which is great for like a time crunch and things like that. But I kind of like to add a couple more things to it. So I'm just gonna copy that because I don't think we have anything for that. But they're so good. This is what they look like. They're amazing. But she does ground turkey, which I can't do. So instead of ground turkey, I do shrimp. And I just chop it up and put it in the pepper. Okay, gonna go in now. I'm hoping it's not that crowded because it's 9:42. I feel like coming in the morning is better because this parking lot and everything gets so crowded later in the day. But gonna quickly head in. The only negative is I don't have any of my bags, which is so annoying. I'm so sorry if this bar has been annoying, but hopefully it hasn't. Okay, let's go in. I just laid out everything I got from Trader Joe's. I got way more than I came in for, but honestly, when I was in there, I was like, we haven't been here in so long because I'm usually the one that goes to Trader Joe's and I've been sick, so we probably haven't been here for like 3 weeks or so. So it's kind of a bigger haul than I anticipated, but I got 2 things of the sourdough. This spread is unreal, and when my boyfriend comes over, he eats like an entire loaf of this, so I had to get 2 because we're always running out of it. So I got that. I got some rice. This microwavable frozen rice is amazing. It's super easy. I also really want a juice later this week, so I got a lot of oranges, celery, ginger, and things like that to juice. I got peppers because I'm making stuffed peppers, honey. What else did I get? My creamer. I got more of my creamer, salmon. What else? Oh, I got more of my cold brewed coffee that I put in my smoothies. I got this ginger turmeric tea because we were out of it and it's my favorite. It's so good. It really relaxes your stomach after like your dinner. Got some of our favorite chocolate chips, Dijon mustard, and then I just got black beans, chickpeas, onions, my favorite onion salt. I got 3 of them. I got a lot of bananas because I want to freeze them. Got some dates. What else did I get? Oh, I got cucumbers, mushrooms. Yeah, so that's basically everything I got. Here it is. I got so much stuff. I ended up buying one of their reusable bags. I bought 2 of them because these actually hold so much and we only had 1, so I got 2 of these because I just didn't want to use so many paper bags because they cost 5 cents, even though that's not a lot. I just rather have more reusable bags nowadays. But yeah, that is the grocery haul. So I'm going to put all this stuff away and probably make some coffee because I am dying for some coffee. I just quickly made myself some lunch. I've just really been editing and working on my computer since coming home and going to the grocery store, but I wanted to share my lunch with you guys because I have been having it every single day and it's just so good. It is just kind of like a Mediterranean salad bowl. So I do mixed greens, white rice, shrimp, or sometimes I do salmon or sometimes I do tuna. It's kind of whatever protein we have in the kitchen. Then I do cucumber, red onion, and olives with roasted chickpeas, and I roast the chickpeas in cumin, paprika, garlic salt, and garlic powder. And then I just mix it all together, and then I put this dressing. It's the Bragg dressing and marinated with apple cider vinegar, and it's the oil-free vinaigrette. It is so good on top of this, and this is actually a really good dressing if you're looking for a dressing that doesn't have much in it. It was ranked, I have like this app, and it was ranked pretty high, which usually all the other dressings that I've tried is ranked poor. So I just put this on top and it has been my favorite. I've been addicted to it. I have to have it every lunch because it's just so good and so satisfying. So I just quickly wanted to share, but I'm gonna continue working on my computer, and I actually have to go to another grocery store because Trader Joe's didn't have everything that I needed to get. I need to get our vegan cheese that you can't get at Trader Joe's. So I need to pop over to Wegmans later, but gonna eat this, work on my computer, and I will catch you guys in a little bit. I am about to go to the second grocery store of the day. I hate that I love Trader Joe's. I'm a big Trader Joe's fan. I just hate that you most of the time have to go to 2 different grocery stores. You can't get everything you need at just Trader Joe's. So I have to go to Wegmans really quickly. But that's okay. I had to get frozen shrimp anyway, and I don't really like the frozen shrimp at Trader Joe's. So I was planning on going out anyway. I was hoping just to go to Santoni's, which is not too far from me, but gonna head to Wegmans instead, which is fine. And I'm bringing my bag that I just purchased. The rain is kind of stopping. It's like drizzling out, so it's not as bad as it was this morning, but it is so gross out. I'm just so excited for warm weather. I'm so over the cold, the gray, the rain, everything. I am counting down the days until I go to Florida, April 12th. That weekend. I like can't wait for warm, sunny weather. Okay, I tried my best to be so confident in the grocery store. I'm back in my car and filmed for you guys. I literally filmed the shortest bit because a guy commented and then I got embarrassed and I put my camera away, which I probably shouldn't. I should have been like, it doesn't matter, just keep filming because this is what you want to do. But it just got to me, so I put my camera away so I didn't film as much as I thought I was going to. But I'll do a quick little car haul because I didn't get a lot. I got 2 bags of these chips. These chips are absolutely amazing. I'll put you guys here because so you can see better. I got 2 of these chips. They are so good. I got frozen shrimp, which I'm not going to take out. I got some chatty taco seasoning for tonight. I didn't have it. I got some of the Parmesan cheese. This is the Parmesan cheese we like, the vegan Parmesan. It's not the best for you. No vegan cheese really is, but it's the best tasting and I just have to have cheese. I got some Elmer's almond milk. This is a really good brand because it's only almonds and water. So I got some of that. I got cold brew, the La Colombe cold brew. I don't know, even though it's such a gross and rainy day out, something just made me feel like spring and summer and really want a cold brew, like an iced coffee in the morning instead of a cold coffee. I got some more sesame oil because we really like to make Asian meals at dinner time and we just ran out. So I remember to get that. I got some parsley because Thursday night I'm gonna do like these Dijon mustard honey salmon over sweet potato, and it's really good with like parsley as some garnish. Bonza chickpea pasta. I just honestly just like having this in the cupboard just in case I don't feel like making a meal. It's just easy to throw in a pot and it takes like 5 minutes. So I got some more of that. And then, oh, I also got some of the Siete mild salsa. This is the first time I saw this and it actually looked really good and the ingredients are so clean. So I got some of this to try because we're having like a taco night kind of, but not really. And then I got 2 new flavors, well not new, but new to me, of Poppy. I got their Coca-Cola and their root beer. I don't know, it sounded good randomly, so I got that to have. But that's my little haul. Oh, and then I also got some dog treats for my dogs because we were out. And my sister gave Piper, my one dog, too big of a dog treat today because I usually like break them and they're old, so they're kind of hard, and she almost choked. So we're not messing around. They're old dogs, so we do not want to do anything to mess with something happening. So I just got them new tiny dog treats. But I have to go to the pharmacy because I need to pick up some prescription for my sister. And then I'm gonna go home and probably start like chopping up and getting things ready for dinner. It's not that late, it's only, what time is it? I feel like the day went by so fast because I was on my computer the entire day. It's 3:30, so I might just chop it up and have it all ready, so then by the time like me actually making it, I don't have to do any prep. So yeah, I might do that. I just finished putting away all the groceries and I just came upstairs because I think I'm gonna go sit in the sauna blanket before I start prepping dinner. I'm not working out today. I'm gonna give my body a rest because I did a really hard workout Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And then I have a hard workout on tomorrow, Friday, and Sunday. And I don't know if actually I'll be able to do my workout on Friday or Sunday because Sunday's Easter and Friday I have brunch at 12 and my workout's at 10, so I don't think that's gonna work out, but I'm still gonna do a workout later in the day. So usually on Wednesdays and Saturdays I kind of take it a little bit slow, but I still want to get a good sweat in, so I'm gonna sit in the sauna blanket. But before I change, I just wanted to share what I'm wearing because I actually really like it. It's kind of an elevated loungewear look. I knew I needed to be very productive working today, so I wanted to get dressed up, but I also didn't want to be in jeans or an outfit, something like that, because it's so gross out. I'm just going to be sitting and running errands the entire day, so I thought this was a good mix of the two. But let me just lower this so you can see. So I have underneath this, I have on my Lisette little long sleeve with the scallop neckline. This is my new favorite t-shirt. I love it. I just love it under like sweaters. This, you can't really see it, but it's just a nice layering piece. But when you can see it, I love the scallop neckline coming through the top of the sweater. And then this sweater is from Almina Concept. It is so soft and comfortable, and I just love how thick it is. The quality is really nice, and it's the perfect amount of oversized. And then for pants, I just have on my Zulu and Zeffel, I think that's how you pronounce it, Zulu and Zeffel, lounge pants that I got a few years ago for Christmas. But I have a matching top, but my mom accidentally spilled something down the middle of it and it's kind of stained, but I still wear it. But I thought this would be cute over top of it, and also a little bit warmer because it's not super warm outside. So this was like the perfect sweater for today. And then for shoes, I'm just wearing my suede Birks. I wear these more than I actually thought I was going to. I live in my Birks. But yeah, I just wanted to share my outfit before I get dressed because I actually really like it. I love this sweater. This is the same company that I have my blue turtleneck and the gray and the beige turtleneck. So these are all from the same company, and I just love their sweaters. The fit of them are just so nice, and they're just really good quality. But gonna quickly change and lay in the sauna, take a shower, and then I think I'm gonna start prepping dinner just because I want to like get a good sweat in. And I want to get cleaned because my hair is definitely getting on the greasy side and I just feel kind of gross. So gonna get grosser by laying in my sauna blanket and then feel really good before prepping for dinner. They kind of fell over, so it's a little bit messy, but they are so good. And then I'm gonna have these chips on the side. Also, we tried this new salsa. It's so bad. Don't get it. It's terrible, actually. But I'm so excited for this. Good morning, guys. I am actually currently at my grandma's. It is 2 days from the last time I picked up my camera and filmed, but I'm currently picking her up because we're going to brunch. And I gotta call it really quick. We're going to Milton Inn. If you've never been to Milton Inn and you live in like the Towson, Hunt Valley, that kind of area in Maryland, definitely go. It's so good. And it's also so cute inside. I also am bringing my own little creamer because they don't have creamer or almond milk for coffee. My dad's gonna kill me.
Hello.
Okay, she's not answering. Come on, Grandma. She's probably on her way down. She probably heard the phone and knew it was me because I told her I was on my way. Here she is. Oh my God, why is she wearing all black? It's spring. Well, hello there.
Hello there.
Say hi to my YouTube family.
Huh?
Say hi.
Hi. Who's that?
I'm filming for my YouTube. It's a vlog about my grandma.
Oh, see. I can't. I gotta listen to that.
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
Why are you wearing all black?
I don't know.
It's spring.
Well.
After brunch, I ended up stopping at this consignment store called Renewal Upscale Resale in the Hunt Valley area because I hadn't been in a while and they always have a really great vintage selection. The first thing I tried on was this top from Marc Jacobs. I was really trying this on actually for a potential top for my sister because I thought it looked like her. I loved the ruffle detail and the puff sleeves as well as the tie detailing and the buttons on it, but I just didn't know if she would love the pattern and the length of the top when it wasn't tucked. So I didn't end up getting it for her, which my mom and sister kind of regret me not doing, so maybe if it's still there, I will pick it up next time. This next top had so much potential, but I just wasn't feeling it as much as I was on the hanger, which is kind of a theme throughout this entire try-on. I thought the neckline was very unique, but I just didn't think it sat right on my body. I also didn't really love the sleeves, like how long they were. I also realized too when I was trying it on that it was really badly stained, so I was obviously not gonna purchase it. Okay, this next piece was more for fun and just because I wanted to see how this dress would look on, but it did absolutely nothing for me because I have such a flat chest. This dress actually, I feel like has so much potential if you're a little bit more chesty, but it was just not flattering at all on my body shape. So this was definitely a no. I was hoping maybe for a wedding that I had maybe in the future, but absolutely not. I was so bummed about this dress actually because I thought it was gonna be such a perfect throw-on vintage dress for the summer, but I was so wrong when I put it on. It did not lay right at all. And the cut and the silhouette, again, was just not flattering on me whatsoever, but it was so cute on the hanger, so I was so bummed. Okay, this dress I absolutely loved so much. It was exactly how I imagined it. I loved the flower detailing, but unfortunately, it was just really stained and the condition of the dress just wasn't so great. Some of the flowers were hanging on by a thread. So I didn't end up purchasing it just because of the condition of the dress, but I still loved it. But that's everything I tried on. It was still so fun, and I love to see what vintage stores have in stock always. But yeah, this time was a no-go on the purchasing. Hey guys, it is a few days from when I went to try on all those clothes at the vintage store, which I'm still I just so wish some of them worked out. I came home and actually my mom and sister really wanted me to get the first top that I tried on, the Marc Jacobs top, but it just, I don't know. I was more trying it on for my sister actually, and maybe if it's there the next time I go, maybe I'll pick it up because she really liked it. But it just didn't feel like me, and I was just bummed that nothing else was working. I loved the one dress, but I mean, you heard I just talked about all of them before this, but just nothing worked as well as it did on the hanger. It just didn't look as good. So anyway, it was probably for the best because I didn't really need to spend any money. I just wanted to pop in there after brunch to check it out because it was right near where we were having brunch, and I was passing it on my way home. But I wanted to end off this vlog with a little Q&A. One of you guys asked me on my last video if I would sit down and film a little Q&A. So I thought, you know, why not end this vlog with one? I have a lot of new faces on here, which I'm just so thankful, and I appreciate so much. You have no idea. I honestly, because I'm like about to start crying. I just really love YouTube, and I love this channel, and I love making videos for you guys, so just thank you so much for your support. But I just thought I would start, or you know, do a little Q&A. I kind of wrote a little bit of questions down for myself to kind of just answer, and yeah, if you want to know anything else, just let me know in the comments down below, and I will be happy to answer that for you. But let's get right into the questions. So first, I am 25 years old. If you guys were wondering how old I am, I'm 25, and I graduated from the Savannah College of Art and Design with a major in fashion marketing and management, and SCAD is in Savannah, Georgia. They have a bunch of different campuses. They have an Atlanta campus, they have a France campus, and they used to have a Hong Kong. I don't know if they still do. I remember hearing things they were thinking about closing that campus down. But while I was at SCAD, I actually went to France and Hong Kong, both for a trimester. So SCAD is trimesters. So I went for 10 weeks, and it was amazing. It was incredible. But I kind of always knew that I wanted to go into a creative field. I think I always knew that I wanted to do something fashion based. In high school, I always took every single creative class they offered, like photography. I think we had a magazine class, like art, like literally anything I could get my hands on that was creative and that kind of thing I took. I just thrived more in those classes than I did in more academic based class like science and English and art and history. I'm saying art history because I had to take an art history class in college. We didn't have like regular history. All of our history classes were art history. So I'm just used to saying art history instead of just regular history. But yeah, I just always knew that I wanted to go into the fashion, like into a fashion-based career. I also was lucky enough to have my cousin who kind of paved that way for me, in the sense that she allowed me to believe that I can make a career out of this. She went to NYU, and she is now an owner of her own creative agency, and she definitely allowed me to realize that you can go into a creative field and make a successful living out of it. So through her, I was definitely more inspired to do that. I feel like a lot of people are definitely like moved more in the direction of like a business major or something like that, instead of going directly into the fashion, like a fashion major, like fashion marketing, when they don't have family members that might understand like you can make it in a fashion career and you can have a good successful life and make a good living in it. So thankfully I had someone in that, and also my mom has always been such a creative person. I definitely got my creative genes from her. She first was a labor and delivery nurse, but since then, she actually stopped after having me, but since then she staged houses, she owned a boutique, she always was into sewing. Like she sewed all of her sister's bridesmaid and flower girls dresses for her wedding. So she's always been super creative, and now she owns a trade nonprofit that deals with upholstery and sewing. So I feel like it just ran in my family, and yeah, I've just always loved fashion. So I feel like that's kind of how I got into it, and I absolutely love SCAD. It was definitely way different than my high school. I mean, going to a primarily creative college was a huge jump for me, because I definitely was into sports and played sports all my life, and all of my other friends were going to big name colleges like South Carolina and Clemson and Virginia Tech and all those big football sports schools, and I was going to a very creative college. So it was definitely a learning curve for me when I first got there, because it was just so different, but I personally loved it. I definitely was scared at first that I was gonna miss the sports, because one thing that most people don't know about me is that I'm a huge sports person. We joke that my dad always says like I'm the boy he never had in regards to sports. Like, I grew up watching football and basketball with him 24/7. I would go to all the games. I still go to all the games. I go to all the Ravens games with him. I watched every single Maryland Terps games when I was younger. I would go to all the games. I just can't make it out to the Maryland games as I've gotten older, but I still watch every single one. I'm a huge sports person, especially basketball. I grew up in a basketball family. All my sisters played AAU basketball, so high competitive basketball. My younger sister played for Maryland Bells, which is a very well-known basketball AAU team, and my dad actually was the coach, so all of her teammates went D1 or low D1 or high D2 or whatever. So sports was definitely in my DNA, and that's the one thing that I was scared I was gonna miss a lot. But honestly, I didn't miss it, because I still got to watch the Ravens games, and I still got to watch the Maryland Terps games, and I got so lucky with my roommate. My roommate my freshman year ended up being my best friend. She is like the exact same person, and we lived together all 4 years. She was the best thing that ever happened to me coming out of SCAD, honestly. I am so thankful for our friendship, and she lives in Philly, and she grew up very similar to how I grew up, so it was really easy to find similarities. And she was a huge Eagles fan and grew up in the sports world, so it was just so comforting having her, and she is a big reason that SCAD was such an amazing experience. So I got very lucky with a roommate. But after SCAD, I want to talk about, because I feel like so many people that are going into fashion feel like they have to go to New York, because that's like the fashion hub of the like world, and you feel like you have to be in New York to get a degree, to get a career in fashion. And I thought the same exact way. That's how I was all throughout high school, and when I was deciding between I was deciding between FIT and SCAD. Those were my two schools that I was down to and deciding which one I wanted to go to. And I kept saying, I need to be in New York. Like, even though I thought SCAD was a better fit for me, because to be honest, when I toured FIT, I literally cried when I got into FIT. I was so excited. I thought this was gonna be my school I was gonna go to, and I didn't cry when I got into SCAD. I literally bawled my eyes out when I got into FIT, and when I toured, it just didn't feel right. It was very like this competitive atmosphere. It felt very tense inside. It just didn't give me the right type of feeling that I felt when I was at SCAD. It felt very, and I'm a competitive person. I played sports all my life. I'm very competitive if you ask any of my friends and family, but not in the particular way where I don't want to help people to succeed, and I don't want to help somebody if they aren't understanding something. Like, I want to be there and help them and support them and, be their biggest cheerleader. And I just felt FIT was very, everyone's out for themselves. It's a very me personality or whatever. And SCAD was definitely more like group setting, and let's all work together to find the best brand or the best problem for this brand, or, I mean, this best solution for this brand, and it was very much team atmosphere, which honestly in the real world, when you're working for a company, it's very much team built. So you need those team skills to, I feel like, be successful in the work world. At least the experiences I have had, you have to work well in a team and, you know, understand like how to come up with the best solution and things like that. So I was very happy at SCAD and that they were more team oriented, at least. I mean, I don't know how FIT really was because I didn't go there, but I just really was happy that I picked SCAD. It just was definitely more inspiring. Like, even walking, like, my fashion marketing building was this old historic building in Savannah, which was just stunning and beautiful, but inside they renovated it with all this cool fabric and furniture, and you were just inspired the minute you walked through the doors. And SCAD was very brick, blank walls, not that inspiring. Not SCAD, FIT was very brick walls, blank, not that inspiring. So that's how I kind of came to the solution. And also, you don't need to be, I forgot where I started, but now I remember. You don't need to be in New York if you want a career in fashion. My mom always told me, New York will always be there. And I'm so glad that she did, because I don't think I would be the same person I am today if I went to FIT, or I don't think I would be where I'm at today if I went to FIT. Because, you know, there's internships, and it's all about the people that you know. It's all about the connections. So through your internships that you do in the summer, and also SCAD has a lot of opportunities that you can do to get into, like, to get experience basically in the fashion world, other than school. So there's so many, you don't need to be in New York, personally, that's just my opinion, if you want a career in fashion. So after college though, during college, my junior year, I interned actually at Sierra Fashion Book, which is Korean Voigtfeld's magazine in New York, and I was a fashion intern. And so basically what I did was I did a lot of walking around and running to get all the samples and everything for the shoot. I also assisted on some of the photo shoots. You kind of took turns as interns to work actually on set at the photo shoots. I also interned for Dimanche Creative, and I did their social media, and I also was a fashion assistant or a stylist assistant on a lot of their shoots. So that's kind of my interning experience. And then my senior year of college, actually, I was ahead of credits because I did a summer trimester in France, and I actually took my second trimester off and I went to New York to intern, or just to freelance, really, not to intern, but just to freelance. And while I was there, I got an email from someone I worked with at CR, and I think I reached out to them seeing if they needed any freelancers for shoots and whatever. And then so they called me in one day for a shoot, and their fashion assistant was actually leaving, and they offered me the position for the meantime as like a freelancer. So I actually ended up with a full-time job at Sierra Fashion Book, or well, a full-time freelance job at Sierra Fashion Book as the fashion assistant. So I was basically in charge of all of the fashion interns, which was kind of funny. It was kind of a surreal 360 moment for me, because I was one of the interns not that long ago, and now I'm like, they're in charge of them. So I basically made sure everything was ready to go for all the shoots. I was the assistant to the market director. I also assisted basically anyone that needed help in the office. I was kind of the bottom of the totem pole. I did whatever was asked of me. I also worked really closely with the styling team, because I was the person that was packing up everything for each shoot. So yeah, so that was kind of my experience prior to YouTube. And I also did a freelance styling assistant at Motor Operandi. So, and also I've assisted on some like freelance stylist fashion shoots that they have done. So I've bopped around, but my main experience is with Dimanche Creative and CR Fashion Book. And I loved working at CR, but after COVID, they closed down the office. So I was gonna go back after college. My plan was to go to college, finish out my last trimester, and then go back to CR. But then we all know 2020 had different plans, so then I came back home and I just never went back to New York. And that's kind of how I got into YouTube. I always wanted to do YouTube, but I was always scared. I feel like that's what most people say. You're always very intimidated about what other people's might think and judge you and things like that, but I've always wanted to do it. So I thought, you know what, this would be the perfect time for me to just start it. So I did. I was terrified to start it, but I did. And yeah, and then I just started to love it. I started to, you know, reach out with brands, started to work with brands and things like that, and it kind of just started to develop. And I am just so happy. I feel like everything happens for a reason, and this is where I'm supposed to be. And then I've always wanted to do personal styling. Personal styling has always been my top, you know, end game, what I want to do in life, career. And you know, through the experience that I have had with CR Fashion Book and all that stuff, I've definitely have had, you know, I don't know, I feel like I've learned so much, even though I don't have as much experience as other people might have, but I just, you know, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna start it and do it because this is what I wanna do, and you gotta start somewhere. So I am hopefully very soon launching my personal styling website and packages that I'm offering and things like that, which I'm just so excited about and cannot wait to launch and for people to hopefully start buying packages, hopefully allow me to help you with your wardrobe needs and any of your styling needs and wants. But that's kind of how I got into YouTube, my background and everything like that. Oh, how I got into vintage fashion. So I would say I got into vintage fashion kind of from my family. I feel like my granddad, so my mom's dad, has always been into vintage, antique, I just grew up going to all these like antique stores and whatever with him, and he's always loved that. Like their place is filled with like antique furniture and like paintings and everything. Like it's like one of his favorite passions to do. So I feel like through that, and my mom's very into the whole, you know, vintage furniture and that kind of thing, and I just kind of switched the gears from furniture to fashion. And that's kind of how I got into vintage fashion, and I love vintage fashion. I am actually having a vintage fashion package on my styling services that I just cannot wait for, because that is probably my favorite thing, is to go vintage shopping and find that unique, perfect vintage piece. It just, I don't know, it gets me so excited. So that's kind of how I got into vintage fashion, just through family, I feel like, and through my granddad and my mom, and it has just kind of stuck. And I guess through my cousin too, just going shopping with her. Like every year for Christmas, my granddad, for the longest time, or any like special occasion, like my birthday or something like that, he will get us a piece of vintage jewelry. And it's something that I feel like I will remember forever, like all the little pieces that he picked out and he would go and search for, and he would not buy something until he found that perfect piece for someone. And I feel like that really resonates with me in the fashion aspect, whereas I just love to find that perfect vintage piece for someone, or for me, or for my sisters, or whatever. It's really exciting when you find it, and it's just, yeah, the best feeling. So I feel like that's how I got into vintage fashion. I kind of already said what is something most people don't know about me. I feel like sports. I feel like a lot of people don't know that I'm so into sports. I love it. I love everything about it. I'm a huge basketball fan, mostly college basketball. I don't really watch NBA, but a huge college basketball fan. I'm a huge football fan, a huge Ravens fan. I am a diehard Ravens fan, actually. My boyfriend even says I'm a bigger fan than he is. And it's just so fun. I just love it. I go to every single game with my dad, and it is just my favorite part of a Sunday. I get so sad when the season's over. So yeah, I feel like that's one thing a lot of people don't know about me when they know me in the fashion world. It was so funny growing up. I feel like I had two different personalities. I had sports Hannah and I had fashion Hannah. And people that knew me in the fashion world would never think that I would be on a basketball court with shorts to my knees in a jersey with knee pads on or whatever on a basketball court. And people that knew me in the basketball would never think that I would have any interest in fashion. So it was kind of always fun growing up because I felt like I had two different sides of me and who I am. Yeah, I feel like that's the main thing people really don't know about me. I'm trying to think of other things, and I can't really think of anything. Yeah, I feel like that's everything about me so far. I mean, if I didn't answer any question that you want to know, please just write it in the comments and I'll be sure to make sure I answer it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed this little Q&A, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, love you.